Record real fast.
That never happened.
All right, false alarms aside, this is Luminous and Bebop. Not whoa, sorry. This is Luminous and Balanced
Fuck.
Breakfast. My bad. Come you guys with a non-pro. I was casting with another caster, and his name starts with B as well. And you know me, can't pronounce. But we are doing a show match between Reddit and Team Liquid. And this is game number 3. It's a best of 3 series. We had Team Liquid take game 1 rather convincingly, but Reddit right back at them. And we got ourselves a series here.
Yep, definitely. And looks like bans are coming out for both players already. Just a little bit of a history of what's been going on so far. So, game one, Team Liquid ripping it apart. They did well. Both teams had a really strong start, but Team Liquid had the mid game just dominate. They had great mid game heroes, and they just blasted off from there. Game two, kind of the opposite happened. Reddit, they just were really aggressive early on, and it paid off big for them. So now it all ends in game number three. Team Liquid has brought back one of their community members who is an extremely high level player, Blitz. So we're gonna see if things can be turned around from then. They're switched up their lineups a little bit, and we're gonna see what happens.
And meanwhile, Team Reddit's going to be sticking with the exact same lineup that they had last game, which, pretty good lineup, I have to say. Of course, the heroes that have been picked that were big time in game number 1 was Night Stalker and Viper, I believe. Went huge. So there's a immediate Night Stalker ban. I don't think, he always requires a ban. So no special mention needed there. But more interesting is, will Blitz be banning some of the heroes? That was
Whoa.
crazy. Yeah, they banned the Omni Knight and the NT Mage immediate pick. And these guys are not even thinking. Don't need to think. Know exactly what they want. Lich and Tie Hunter is gonna be the follow up.
The Team Liquid clearly has a strategy going for them because they knew that they didn't have first pick. So if by not banning anti-mage, they pretty much said, okay, here, Dire have anti-mage, and they've got to have a game plan versus this.
Yep. And you guys are thinking, what is the big deal with Anti Mage? Well, he does have probably the highest win rate of all Dota heroes. Definitely had the highest win rate in some of the recent tournaments, such as DreamHack, I want to say. He's a hero with much win rate. Now, I think that's a lot of times a lot of teams don't know how to play against the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage in the late games, we are all familiar with the fact that he could just kill everything and everyone. But that's kind of the only things we remember. We don't remember the fact that he is a single target right click hero. He's melee. We don't remember the fact that he has no AoE, so he can't counter push that hard. And also, we don't remember the fact that he doesn't team fight that well against a Chain Frost, Chronosphere, and Tie Hunter. This is the exact lineup that we had Reddit to pick last game.
Oh, this is interesting.
Yep. Yeah, for the record, Anti-Mage is very beatable, and let's see if Radiant's gonna do it.
Yeah. So Earthshaker ban also coming in for Team Liquid, and then Ancient Apparition is going to get banned from the Dire. I'm interested in that because they had great success with them last game.
Yeah, I mean, they are gonna be coming out of the pick phase, or they're going to be coming out of the ban phase with the first pick. So I think they can grab themselves Puck or Ancient Apparition because those are two very strong heroes. I do definitely know why the Radiant team banned up the Shaker though, because again, CM Shaker is such a strong laning combination already. And also, Shaker is one of the few heroes that could deal with the Faceless Void when he drops the Chronosphere. Like, you know what, he jumps in with the Chronosphere, grabs 2 or 3 heroes, and it's about to right click, and then Shaker just ruins your day with like a 2-second stun. Half your Chronosphere is done by then. So he's one of the very few capable heroes that could deal with the Faceless Void. Of course, Vengeful Spirit is the other hero that could swap out a friend or whatnot. And I do believe that Reddit should be picking Vengeful Spirit. Let's see if that's going to be the case here.
It's going to be one more ban coming in from Team Liquid though before that happens. They're thinking a lot on this ban.
Yeah, maybe they're thinking of getting rid of a... Well, there's no sense to get rid of carries anymore because Anti-Mage is kind of be the de facto hardest carry there is. Maybe
Yeah.
getting rid of another support. The long lane is also picked up here for the... It's going to be Enigma. So Enigma's been banned every single game.
Yeah.
Is he worthy of ban in your opinion?
Well, it's justified. It's justified. I mean, no one wants to deal with that black hole.
Right.
It's just kind of an X factor. You can really bring things back from just like even if your team is completely losing, that one good black hole can turn things around like nothing else.
It looks like Venomancer is going to be the pickup for the Dire. I'm not too sure whether I understand this pick. Venomancer is a very squishy hero that Chain Frost, Ravage, and the Void is going to have a lot of fun with. Generally, you pick Venomancer as a counter pusher because, well, Venomancer ward's really annoying when you set up a whole army of them. But Radiant team not too good pushing in that essence either. So, and of course the Poison Nova, his ultimate, it's decent against squishy heroes, but Tidehunter and Void, they don't care about it too much. So, not exactly sure what this Venomancer pick is all about.
Hopefully it will make sense once they pick up their last pick coming in right now.
Right. And I do like this Priestess pick too. To be honest here, we have 2 heroes with good escapes, and if you look at the Dire side, how many stuns they got? They got like 1.5. I counted Freeze Bite on the Crystal Maiden to be like half a stun, because you can still leap from them. You can still time walk out of it. You can't blink though from that, I know that, but still. Witch Doctor is going to be the final pick here, 40 Dire.
They really rely on this anti-mage to just bring him the boost game.
Yeah, I don't know if he can, because really good stuns coming out from the Radiant. Chronosphere is a 2-3 second stun. Ravage is, going to add on top of that Arrow. Although not very reliable when you have so many spells to set her up, she's going to do a lot of work as well. And the laning is, I don't know, because last game we were predicting laning, and that's not at all what we saw from the Dire team.
Yeah.
So we will have to wait and see. I'm hoping for some type like Crystal Maiden solo. Excuse me, did I say Crystal Maiden? I meant Venomancer solo with a Witch Doctor and Witch Doctor Anti-Mage top, something like that, and then Crystal Maiden and Windrunner bot. But definitely we could see Crystal Maiden and Anti-Mage mid. That's been done before.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see.
Right now, I don't know. I'm feeling maybe Windrunner solo, tri-lane with Anti-Mage, Witch Doctor, and Crystal Maiden maybe.
Right.
And then Venomancer goes mid, maybe tries to bring down the tower really, really fast, and then help other lanes.
Yeah, Venomancer solo is very strong as well.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of option. Looks like we're going to see double semi-carry coming in from Radiant team. This is a strategy that a lot of Chinese pro teams in Dota 1 have been doing. But right now we have a lot of farming hero on the Radiant team. And because of that, their early game presence is going to be rather weak.
Yeah, definitely.
And I to be honest, they probably won't die at all, considering that they have 3 heroes with OP escape mechanism. But they also won't be doing too much in terms of damage. So this is a very interesting dichotomy.
We might be in for some pretty epic farming coming in from Teamliquid.
Definitely, because all they have to wait is like survive till 40 minutes in the game, and they got this.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we'll see about that though, because the anti-mage, the farm beast, once
Definitely.
he picks up, I mean, he can really just explode with a lot of farm.
And
Very interesting.
Let's talk about who's playing what here. We have Hyuna, who beasted up in game number 2. He's going to be playing the Venomancer here. DDG on the Void last game. He's going to be on the Anti-Mage. Windrunner is going to be played by Shredkid once again. Hutek on the Crystal Maiden. And we have Dark Green, which is Max, playing the Witch Doctor.
Yep, and for Team Liquid, looks like we have Dan Legend. He's going to play Faceless Void. CT Chocula on Tidehunter. I believe you said he was a Ghosted Gamer staffer.
Yes.
Siberia is going to play Murana. Cryos is going to play Lich. We saw him in the first game playing Crystal Maiden. And here in the bottom lane, actually some action might be going on a little bit. Nope, never mind. So, anyways, we got Blitz on Weaver. And looks like the Dire team, Team Reddit, is looking to pick up an early first blood because all 5 of their players are now roaming in the jungle on Team Liquid side. But now it looks like they weren't able to take anybody off, so they're going to back off now.
Yeah, they saw the Weaver. They were even about to get a slow on him. They got a slow on him, but Weaver, the biggest buzzkill of all time, gonna just Sakuchi and get the heck out. Anti-Mage is gonna be picking up the haste rate and is gonna journey up to the top lane. So the lane is gonna be developing. We are gonna see Crystal Maiden and Anti-Mage dual lane top. And it's gonna be Witch Doctor plus Venomancer bot, and it's gonna be Windrunner solo mid. Alright, let's see how that's gonna work out. Generally, you don't want to put a Venomancer in the long lane because, well, he's weak. He has no range, but hey, that's exactly what they're gonna do. It's gonna be Lich and Void. Same dual lane that we saw on the mid. And let's see how it's gonna be working out for Reddit this time.
No, it's interesting because last time we saw this coming from Reddit, but now Team Liquid.
Oh, right. Sorry, Team Liquid. Sorry about that.
Looks like Venomancer is actually going to solo bot versus Weaver, and they're going to have a dual mid with Witch Doctor and Winnow. That seems like a very, very strong mid lane. I don't want to say counter, but good response, I suppose, to this Lich Faceless Void.
Yeah, again, one thing, if you miss game number 2, one thing I talked about this lane is that the Lich and the Void, they're not going to kill you. They don't really have the nuking damage, they don't really have the right-click damage, but what they are going to do is harass. Harass by sacrificing, harass by denying, and harass by nuking. And the thing is, 600 range on the other side. Of course, Cask, nice stuns, Shackle Shot, really, really good stun. So they could really get the kills off against Lich if he's ever out of position.
Yep. And I gotta say, a bit of a mistake it seems like coming here from Team Liquid. Crystal Maiden was able to get a pull off with the stack, so that's gonna help Anti-Mage farm a lot here in the top lane.
Yeah, I wonder where their other Observer Ward was. I see one on the map.
Yeah. I think maybe it was countered? I don't know, but it wouldn't have gone down. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see another pair of Sentry Ward anywhere, so
yeah.
It's just somewhere on the map, and we don't know exactly where it is. Maybe it was dropped under the tower range, and the tower took care of it. We don't know.
Oh.
But right now, DDG taking a lot of focus. He's actually getting hammered down, blinks away with 20 health. Apparently, Lich is still holding Observer Ward. Okay, good. These spectators letting us know, man.
Oh, wow, okay.
Sounds good. Anyways, Anti-Mage going to salve up on the top and going to be going back to the farm train haste. Rune being taken out by the Lich. That's pretty good. And one of the more important thing about having a dual lane mid is always have the rune control, because that's the reason why you have 2 mid. And one should be going to the rune and grabbing it up. And Lich seems like to be on top of that. Good job by him.
Yep. Let's take a look at the CS real quick. Let's see who's doing really well. It looks like Faceless Void and Weaver are doing pretty well for themselves so far. Anti-Mage also kind of up there, but everybody else is sort of in the pits with less than 5 creep kills.
Yep. The Dire team not so much dependent on farm as much as the Radiant team, because a big part of their early game powers is going to be coming through the spells. Of course, Anti-Mage would like to get farm, but if his team is doing very, very well, he could be getting farm in terms of, let's say, assist gold or tower push gold. So farm isn't as important for them, but it is so important for the Radiant team, because, well, they have 3 carries. You got to get farm somewhat. Anti-Mage is a really nice pull here, and that's going to deny a lot of EXP to the Radiant team.
Yeah, I feel like the top lane for Team Liquid, for the Radiant team, needs to try to somehow have an answer to all these pulls, because they're not going to get a single creep with this pullage.
They might try to last it. Oh, unfortunately, these neutral creeps, too much damage. And when neutral creep kills a creep, I don't believe the Radiant team actually get any XPs.
I don't think so.
Yeah, and looks like lane is going to be in the favor of the Dire, as you expect on the top, given that she is able to do continuous amount of pulls. Yet another pull goes off. And the creep equilibrium generally gets really messed up in this case, but not when you're doing double pulls. You do one pull here, and then you do another pull here, and the creep is going to be right next to your tower again, as we see right here. Tidehunter going to be coming to the mid lane, but he is scouted by a couple of wards, and I do believe these 2 heroes could respawn and go up the hill and just kill him. But it looks like they're going to play a little bit more defensive and just wait for him to come at him.
Yeah, and it looks like this Witch Stalker is ready to play really aggressive early on. He's leveling up that Maledect early on.
That's legit. That's man up Witch Doctor build, because I really like that. Considering that you already have your another stunner in lane, you can actually use that Maledect and do massive damage. And it looks like Lich, I wonder, and he's going to pick up the regen rune. Really nice rune control by this Lich.
Regeneration.
Back on the top lane, Priestess going to fire off an arrow. It's going to hit on the Crystal Maiden, but the creeps in front not going to do too much. Tidehunter in the mid lane might be coming in. They're really being very patient about this. But that means Tidehunter is also not getting XP. In the past couple games we talked about, Tidehunter really, really need to grab that level 6. On the bot lane here, Weaver going to go down to a passive Poison Sting Harass. Nicely done. That was not what we expected, but look at the mid lane here. Malekith get dropped off on time. Look at that Shackle Shot on 2. And looks like Chokula is going to go down to the Malekith, I presume. That is going to do it. So trading 1 for 1. And Blitz, not too happy.
Yeah, definitely a lot. Looks like Mirana's trying to pick up the last hits here from the away from these neutral creeps so he can get some kind of gold. Crystal Maiden's doing a good job of fending him off, though, and this Anti-Mage, I gotta say, it seems like he's been having a really, really good time farming.
But it's not really showing, because he's only got 23 creep kills in about 6 minutes. That's like 4. That's like every every other keep he's getting. Should be like, almost lasting every single one of them. But
Yeah.
it's okay. We're not watching, professional players. This is just a friendly show match. So don't expect, the best of all plays.
Looks like bottom lane's getting pushed really, really hard. Of course, that Venomancer is going to push, obviously, with those wards.
Now Venomancer, wards already maxed at level 7. Now generally, professional gamers don't pick Poison Nova at level 6, because simply he does not have the mana to support it, but that's what got him to kill earlier, so I'm not going to talk too much, because it's working out so well for him right now. Tihanter's going to be coming around. The Gush is going to hit here. Are we going to have a Swarm? There's a Swarm. Hyona half HP, but the tower is going to be blowing away a lot. There's a Gale defensively being dropped, and good move by Hyona. He's like, you know what? They're not going to get the kill on me by diving. They're just going to turn around, do a little bit of harass with this Poison Sting. Survived with very low mana, but he's going to be regening up with a couple of tangos.
This Venomancer is really, really playing great. He's not overextending too much. He knows when the ganks are coming, and he just playing a good game overall on this bottom lane versus Weaver.
Yep. There's a Ring of Health being picked up. I'm not too sure what that's going to be turned into. There's a lot of options. Go into Hood, Vanguard. I think it's going to be Vanguard is the most likely case. He should try to get up on Arcane Boots, though, because you can see that his mana is constantly dry. And Arcane Boots will really help out in that regard.
Yeah, definitely. This Venomancer might be a little bit overextending himself. I'm surprised that Tidehunter didn't want to throw down the slow on him, and they would have... I don't know, they would have gotten down really, really low if they decided to go for that.
Yep.
And looks like Priest is just going back and forth against these guys. Again, it's very, very hard to control when they have free pulls.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that neither team is really going on the offensive. The mid lane for the Radiant team, they definitely can't go on the offensive. That means that the Dire should be like at least using their spells a little bit and try to go for the kill. You can see that Witch Doctor is sitting at full mana with constant regeneration from that Basilius ring from the Luminoustudios. I think she could at least throw off the cast. Let's see how much it bounced. You see, go for a kill or two, but no, he's just chilling. Just not even really doing a lot of physical harass either.
Yeah, it's a pretty passive game right now. Anti-Mage in the top lane, just fending off the Mirana. Mirana not really been able to do too much except for soak up experience at this point. Looks like in the middle lane, Faceless Void is going to jump on Windrunner. We'll see what happens. Lich's going to throw down the slow. The nuke from Tidehunter's actually going to finish that off.
Yep, good control by the Dire Radiant team. Just as I said, they cannot go offensive. He hits them level 6, and then he just shows us Chronosphere is no joke. And now Tidehunter is going to be swinging around Max and Hood Tech. Maybe a little bit out of position. Time Walk can still be used. No, he's a little bit out of mana for that. Looks like we do have Illusion from the Lich coming right in. They could be using as buffers to tank those casts. And now Hood Tech in completely out of position. Gush and Nova is going to just melt him. And where was Hood Tech looking? Not in the mid lane, but looks like this fight is not over. A Shackle Shot again on 2 here, but that Chain Frost. Very unlucky bounces only on creeps. That could have been a double kill for that Lich, but the gods of Dota says no.
Nope. Yeah, that Chain Frost was just like, you know what? 2 heroes right next to each other. Nah, I'm going to bounce over here on the creeps.
Saying, man, your support, you need some farm. There's a couple of creep heals. But that looks like on the bot lane here, still a lot of passive harass. I want to check out how we are doing on the farm on the bot lane here. 47 on the Weaver, not too bad. Venomancer, 10 creep kills behind, as you kind of expect, given that he has not the best lane control. But it's okay. Looks like he's going to start setting up some wards. I really believe that he should be setting up about 1 billion wards and push down that tower. Because even though Weaver's not that bad against pushing, I think Weaver can get out-pushed by the Venomancer. Especially when he has mana regeneration through the Arcane aura that Crystal Maiden's providing. And also the fact that he has a Ring of Basilius.
Yep. And I gotta say, this Anti-Mage is really coming back in terms of farm. Earlier on, I know we were saying, surprised at how sort of relatively little farm he was getting just because of sort of free farming lane. He's really coming back. He's got 50 creep kills right now. He's catching up to Reaver.
Yep. And also, Hyona, bot lane doing a good job, sensing 2 or 3 heroes missing off the map. Gonna back off for now. He is gonna go to the Secret Shop. That means he is gonna pick up a Vid Booster. Ooh, Point Booster.
Ooh.
He's gonna go for Agamemnon Scepter.
Wow. So he really wants that powerful ult, or just a little bit more powerful ultimate to, I don't know, supplement the team fights?
Something like that. I think I actually did out the math once. Agamemnon Scepter. Oh, Time Walk comes in. Does he have the Chronosphere? You have to use a Chronosphere. There's a Chronosphere. Use it. Shred Kid just walks back and casts for one slope. The arrow's gonna hit nothing, but the Maledict again on Dan. The tower doing work. The Maledict not gonna be high enough to do the work, and it looks like we have another kill. Witch Doctor went down as well. Now Crystal Maiden's gonna turn around on, being turned around by the Priestess. Priestess doing the job there. So very good amount of kills being picked up for the Radiant.
Yeah, I'm interested in that in this item choice from Venomancer. I'm thinking, what could come out of this? The only thing I can think of is that Maledict on Witch Doctor plus the ultimate. Would that
would hurt?
That has a potential to just rip people apart, but that's the only thing I can think of.
Radiant's top tower is under
yeah, I was saying earlier that I actually sat down to the math. I do believe with level 16 Agamemnon Scepter and Ultimate, you're doing 1,200 and like 70 something damage in an AOE. If you just like put that number in your head, it's actually mind blowing. So,
but what would it be without the Agam Scepter? I mean, it's still pretty ridiculous.
Right, it's pretty ridiculous still. So I don't know. We definitely don't see a lot of Agam Scepters on Venomancer because he's usually played as a very heavy utility hero. You get Mecha on him, you get Arcane Boots on him. But well, he's gonna try this build. Let's see if it works.
Yeah. And I love this Weaver and this Anti-Mage are neck and neck in terms of farm. Looks like Regen Rune on top lane. We're gonna see who picks that up soon. However, a lot of action going down the bottom lane to get a kill on Witch Doctor, but Windrunner is gonna run away.
Yep. Weaver telling the Venomancer to leave because really annoying his lane, setting up a billion wards. And the thing right now is, Voice shouldn't be getting that many kills on the mid lane. Like it shouldn't be. But they're getting it the kills, so it's not looking. You don't expect this Void to get big, and kind of like what we said earlier, if the game goes even, it's gonna favor the Reddit team a little bit because they have more early game heroes. But right now, the Void says I'm an early game hero. Apparently, with that Chronosphere.
It's interesting. Last game we saw this coming out as well. Basis Void, a really strong force early on.
Yep, dropping that Chronosphere, setting up his teammates. And looks like we have Witch Doctor going to try his luck on the bot lane. He is maxing that Maledict. That you're right. It might have to be a strategy because there's really you generally don't max Maledict by 7. It seems like that's exactly what's going for. Unfortunately, they need some Sentry wards if they really want to gank this Weaver because there's no way between Sakuchi and Time Lapse you're going to get a successful gank on that Weaver, especially when you don't have any reliable Sun to deal with.
2 more heroes though filling in from Reddit. So now they have 4 heroes in the bottom lane. They're gonna get some kill off. This Tidehunter is gonna, I don't know, I'm feeling kind of scared for him now. More TPs coming in the bottom lane. Mirana's gonna jump right in and walk straight into a Shackle Shot. Slow's gonna go down on him, but the Power Shot is gonna miss. Weaver is just running in.
Swarm's gonna hit half the team. Here comes a Tidehunter. He's really low HP. Venomancer, can he drop enough? Chronosphere on 4 heroes, and everyone is about to die. Hyona barely lives. There's a ultimate being dropped down by the Crystal Maiden, but can Hyona live? Does he have the TP scroll? He's gonna drop the ward and one off and try to TP. Sakuchi's gonna come right in.
Oh!
An exquisite
Wow. This is a great counter defense there by Team Liquid. I was really scared for them when I saw everybody, or 4 heroes from the Reddit side just filling in the bottom. However, the TP coming in, that great Chronosphere from Phase Void really turning things around that fight.
Yeah, to be completely honest, even though if those TPs did not come in, I'm not too sure whether the fight would have went on the Reddit side in favor. Because they were up against a Priestess and also a Weaver without any detection. They did not have Sentry Wards, they didn't have Dust. They would not have gotten kills on anyone. And the fact that they spent 4 heroes and also just not have those items ready, I think it's just a sign of inexperience. They really need Sentries or Dust to start ganking this Weaver.
This is very true. Looks like Anti-Mage's going to pick up an Illusion Ruin. We're going to see what he uses that for. He can use that to farm even faster or try to be aggressive, just chop the mana with those illusions. Looks like that's what he's going to go. He's just going to sort of waste them and just run them in.
Man, if this was StarCraft 2, man, the importance of scouting. That's what I'd be saying. But he ain't even scouting. Just kind of like...
More StarCraft 2 references?
More StarCraft 2 reference. It looks like Anti-Mage is going to join the push. Do they have detection is the question. No.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm mad confused.
Why they tried that?
What do they expect?
CM has Dust.
CM does Dust, but didn't use it. So same thing as she didn't have Dust. And now we have Mass TP coming right now. Ravage is up. Chain Frost is up. The Chronosphere is not. But we have Orange coming in as well. He does have Chronosphere up in a couple of seconds, and the 2 carries meet in the jungle. Let's see how much mana he's going to burn. Not enough. Well,
No, enough.
Enough, 'cause he walked out.
Chronosphere anymore.
Yep. But he's going to regen up. Chronosphere does. He's going to have enough mana. Just a bit. Arrow's going to scout everyone. Again, that was 5 guys going on the bottom lane for Reddit, and they accomplished nothing. That was a lot of time being wasted. And I do believe Team Liquid is going to push a tower off, though, if they decide to go all in.
Yeah. Like, I just want to say this whole time they've had 4 heroes, or Reddit has 4 heroes in the bottom lane. However, that's just taking the time of 5 heroes from Teamliquid. And then Reddit, I mean, Anti-Mage has just been free farming this entire time. He hasn't even been near the bottom lane. Oh! That was so close. The arrow was pretty much right in his face before Anti-Mage blinked away. That would have been horrible. But Anti-Mage does get away. He picks up an invisibility rune, and he's just farming like crazy right now. I think Team Liquid has to be really careful about that.
Yeah, the Anti-Mage has enough gold to finish the Battle Fury if he wants to do so, but I'm not sure why he is not. Because farming the Battle Fury such early on is going to speed up your farm by so much. No, he does have what is coming on the Crow. That is his Battle Fury coming in. But there's an incoming gank. I feel like they don't have enough stuns coming in. But Arrow in the long range plus a Ravage can do it if they want to use so many spells for an Anti-Mage.
Uh-oh. Looks like they're searching for this Anti-Mage. I don't know if they're even going to be able to catch him, even if they see him. Yeah, there he is right there. He's going to blink right away, and he's gone instantly. And now he's going to use that Battle Fury to just farm the creep camps. Uh-oh. Whoa, arrow going to hit Anti-Mage. Let's see if that's enough to finish him off.
Oh, and that's going to be
Get the kill off on him. Wow. Great arrow from Mirana, managing to just set up that kill on Anti-Mage. That was really, they really needed that.
Yeah, man, that was the 0.33 seconds of casting time on the blink that really messed him up. He almost had to blink out, unfortunately he was not able to do so. And that's going to set him back quite a bit. Not so much the gold that he lost, but the fact that the 3 seconds, the minute that he's not farming.
Yeah.
He's sitting in the fountain right now, a little bit sad, thinking, why the hell did he do that?
Especially with that Battle Fury, as Anti-Mage, you can just blink from camp to camp in the jungle, wipe out the entire jungle in about 30 seconds, and then just go for creeps, and then once they spawn back, just repeat, rinse and repeat, and you just get insane gold per minute from that.
Yep. Of course, if the lanes push, go back to the lane and farm more as well. Anti-Mage says, no problem, gonna keep on farming as he's blinking into the lane. And you're going to start chopping up some creeps. Now, this is a stage of game where the dire supports have to just defend without the Anti-Mage, which having the Venomancer really help out in that regard. Also, what they need to do is brace her up, because you know the Chronosphere is coming, you know the Chain Frost is coming. It is stability of how much you could tank that is going to be very important. So let's see if that's going to be the case of the items that they're getting. Crystal Maiden has a Gauntlet. Venomancer has, that tanky build that we're talking about. And also a Gauntlet on the... Whoa! Radiance Courier has been killed. Where is it, and what did it drop is the question.
Looks like he got killed in the middle lane by the Plague Wards. I don't know what it dropped necessarily, but it looks like I'm not... Whoa.
He's just trolling.
Yeah.
He's just trolling. Because there was a Dota 1 professional game. It was probably one of the best games ever casted, where a Phantom Lancer farmed a relic, and then it got roared by Beastmaster.
Oh my god.
Killed. So it was pretty legit. And now everyone at Chicken dies. Wait, is he trolling? They're saying he's not trolling.
No, Lich actually has...
Wow! Well, that was a... What? Okay. Wow, that was freaking huge.
Wow. But it didn't get picked off?
No, Lich picked it up.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
It's like in the middle lane, Witch Doctor is getting locked down by this Chronosphere and Mirana combo.
So far I've concluded after casting, 2.5 of these games that these pick stage makes no sense. Like, you pick a late game lineup and you could be up like 9 kills 20 minutes in. It's okay, no problem. Because right now the Chronosphere and the Weaver are just doing work right now. Tidehunter comes in, he does have the Ravage, and he's ready for more team fight.
I'm still reeling from that Sacred Relic thing. You're so confident that they're trolling.
They're trolling. There's no way. There's no way. But I guess Weaver.
I was like, where is the Sacred Relic? Because I didn't actually know about that epic Dota game.
But anyways, I'm gonna check out on the farm. with my camera put on the mid lane because that team fight could be breaking out anytime soon. 70 CS on that Void, 55 on the Mirana, but 132. That's 6 creep kills a minute. That's absolutely insane. Anti-Mage though says, I got 140. Where you at? Unfortunately for him, he is the solo carry. Meanwhile, Weaver's got some backup for him. 64 on the Windrunner, 83 on the Venomancer. And what I conclude is not enough. Tower gets picked off by the Weaver as well. Okay, here comes the gank. There's a cast. Where's the dust? Where's the dust? Shackle shot is gonna hit.
Looks like Weaver's gonna turn right around. I don't know about this choice though. He doesn't really know that 5 players or 4 players are gonna come right after him. He's gonna get the kill on Witch Doctor. Wow, this Weaver is just ballsy, going right back in, finishing that off that kill, and he's gonna run away. But of course, Weaver, he can just maneuver around really fast. Of course, Imba escapes, and he's gonna be fine doing that.
Yep, that death was purely on the mistake of not having a Sentry Ward. The difference between using a Sentry Ward to gank a Weaver and using a Dust Appearance to gank the Weaver is, well, when he uses a time lapse, the Dust is going to be debuffed immediately, where a Sentry Ward is going to stay on the ground. Weaver, you can see that he's like 1 versus 3. Shackle shot is going to hit, and looks like the, wow, can they bring him down? Crystal Maiden! Man up!
Wow.
I mean, woman up, sorry.
By Crystal Maiden.
And, they're going to get themselves a tower as well.
This anti-mage, keeping an eye on him, is level 14. He's got insane farm again with that Battle Fury. He can just jump everywhere, farm, jump right out, no big deal.
And anti-mage not done yet. He's going to be going for Manta Style next. Now normally I say Manta Style is a very strong item, but not too sure because you're really afraid of the Chronosphere. Once you're inside the Chronosphere, it doesn't really matter what you have. Manta Style doesn't really help in that regard, but having a Butterfly, the evasion would be really good.
Definitely.
But I really don't know if... I mean, it's going to be really helpful in the fact that he's moving a lot quicker. He could chase heroes down better. But defensively, I'm a little worried for him.
Yeah. I'm thinking the game plan is he's just gonna blink in there, throw off that Manta Style just to create a bit of a confusion. But hold that thought. Looks like in the middle lane, just shit is going down. Chronosphere as well as that Chain Frost going off, gonna get 2 kills. Tidehunter is gonna follow up that with a Ravage just on Venomancer though, and we're gonna see if they're gonna be able to bring him down.
I don't know why Hyona finished that TP scroll coming right now. Witch Doctor decides he could 1v18, but he's going to find out in just a bit that he can't. He got off 1 kill. Apparently, this Death Ward is OP as 4 hero runs away from a Witch. Guys, turn around and just kill. No, okay. Witch Doctor, too strong hero, but Weaver is doing the thing. He's going to be right-clicking. Anti-Mage hot on his pursuit. That Radiant's doing a lot of right-click damage. Anti-Mage says, dude, I'm going to burn all your mana if you don't Sakushi away right now. Uh-oh.
Up on this anti-mage though with this Tidehunter help, and Faceless Void is gonna jump right in there, but I don't think he's gonna be able to catch anti-mage with that. It's insane, just blink cooldown.
Yep, 6 second. Be careful because in some very close situations, 6 seconds might be in an eternity. But right now, in that case, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be working up to his ultimate orb in just a bit. I hope he doesn't throw a curveball at us and pick up an SMY, which is actually not a bad item per se. It helps him chase quite well. But Manta Style is definitely the norm here.
Yeah. And wow, this Windrunner is trying to hunt down this Weaver with just power shots in the dark, almost getting him.
But, anyways, gonna check out real fast how we're doing in terms of item progression. Battle Fury is gonna be done on the Faceless Void. He's working for a Mask of Madness. Of course, the Radiance is done on the Weaver. And Priestess got a Yasha. And that's about it for the Radiant side.
I'm loving this game. If you take a look at the gold graph, it's just all over the place.
Oh, but here comes, where's he jumping for the Chronosphere? There's a 4-man Chronosphere. This game, this team fight, not too good, but somehow they survived. No one decided to do the damage, and here comes Maledict. That is going to hit on the Void. Void definitely dead. Hyona goes in right now, 6 seconds to his ultimate. He's going to be casting a soon. Ravage, is it up? It's not up right now, but looks like Weaver getting a lot of kills. And Venomancer really low. Is he going to drop his ultimate is the question. No, he's not. Who came out ahead of that team fight?
Definitely the Dire. Looks like Faceless Void and Lich went down. Uh-oh, but the fight's not over yet. Looks like Venomancer is going to go down. Anti-Mage might even go down here. But no, he's going to blink out immediately with 30 HP left. One more hit on him, he would have been gone.
Looks like he's going to turn back now. Ultimate Orb is going to be picked up right now, if indeed that's what he's going for. Very unfortunate the fact that, hey, there was a 4-man Chronosphere, but there was no Freezing Field, there was no Chain Frost, so like, it was like, oh man, that was game-breaking ultimate, but then there was no follow-up, so it didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, because the Dire team didn't have their ultimates either, like, Venomancer ultimate was down, Death Ward was down, they couldn't do too much, so it's kind of like right-clicks. It's all right-clicks.
That was definitely a very interesting fight. It's kind of like nobody really had anything, so you're just relying on your auto attacks.
But this Weaver has insane auto attack as he is dealing some mass damage at this point. He also has a Hood of Defiance. He in fact got it first before he got anything. And that's going to make him very tanky. Cass is going to bounce. And oh, Anti-Mage doing work. He is going to time-lapse out. Can the Death Ward do the damage? Chain Frost around. And there's a Rabbit's Well. Max is going to go down. Crystal Maidens go down. Everyone is dead. And here comes a Venom ult. Can he do... How much damage is a single Venomancer going to do? Not enough.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like he threw down his pipe on just himself there to try to get out of that, but that was just impossible. There was 5 people on his tail. It looks like Faceless Void is not done here. Weaver's going to pick up the kill on that Windrunner. Just totally blanked out. Wow, but this Anti-Mage cleaning things up. He might get a triple kill here.
He is going to get a triple kill for sure. Trying to juke the blink. Gonna be hard. Priestess doing whatever right click. The regeneration taking off. DDC triple kill right now. Mirana womaning it up. Gonna see a TP scroll and gonna turn back.
Wow, Anti-Mage cleaning up hard right there. I was going to say, Team Liquid had that fight so well, and then Anti-Mage just jumped in and turned things around. He's probably feeling really, really great. He's level 18 with great farm. He's only 3-2, though. I think those were, like, one of his first kills ever.
I think he might have used a buyback to get that. Earlier I checked, he had 2,100 gold, and now he's only back to that amount after a triple kill. So I'm pretty sure he got a buyback because... Where the hell is his ultimate orb if he didn't buy back?
Yeah, I kind of remember that he got picked off early on. He was...
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, so
yeah.
He's back to his original amount, which was not very unfortunate for him, but at least he stopped the gold income for the enemy team, which is pretty good.
I think that was well worth. He got a lot of EXP. He got a triple kill from that. I think he's not regretting his choice.
Right. And looks like the question is, we know Anti-Mage is going to get farmed. The question is the rest of the team going to get farmed? Pipe is up on the Venomancer. It just, how much Pipe is going to do against a right-click Weaver, a right-click Mirana, and a right-click Void? I'm not too sure what a Pipe is the best item. I know it's going to help in the Chain Frost, and it's going to help with the Ravage as well, but is it actually needed?
Oh, Faceless Void jumping in, 3-man ultimate right here, but again, no follow-up because they just busted their ulti in the last team fight. But looks like this time it's a lot more effective. Witch Doctor right there with his ulti. He's been shooting off for the longest time now. But looks like the Dire team is getting cleaned up. They're getting thinned out extremely hard. Venomancer is going to pour it away, but not before losing 3 of his buddies there. Anti-Mage coming in a little bit too late to the party. He's doing insane damage on that Weaver. This Mirana's got to be careful, though.
No, he's really 1v4 at this moment. Takes an arrow to the face, and he might just go down. Anti-Mage blinks him with no support. That might just be the game, because right now the Radiant says, okay, we have 3 carries. It's okay we lose 1 carry in a fight, but that is not the same story for Reddit, because Anti-Mage is their hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under
I don't know what I think Anti-Mage was feeling really, really, really confident after getting a triple kill last game that he just kind of jumped in there and trying to finish people off, but just didn't really happen there.
Yep. Also, I feel like in this case, the support of the Dire team a little bit lacking. In every single fight, there should be multiple Sentry Wards being dropped down. There has been none in the game, so I'm a little bit disappointed with the supports of the Dire side. And, you know, Anti-Mage can only do so much. He might be the best carry in the game, but he can only do so much by himself.
And, like, especially with this Mirana out on the field, Mirana ultimate can really mess things up also in a team fight. So those Sentry Wards, extremely important item to have.
Definitely. Anti-Mage does have his Manta style finish. I don't think he used it in the last fight, which was a little bit surprising. Oh, no, he did. He did, sorry. The reason why Anti-Mage get Manta style so much is that his melee illusions do mana burn. And because they have such fast attack speed, Anti-Mage has one of the lowest base attack speed of all heroes. That means Illusion and himself could burn about, I don't know, 500 mana in a matter of seconds. And that could cripple some, you know, strength heroes such as Earthshaker and whatnot.
Yeah.
Looks like Anti-Mage trying to do some pressure on the top lane, but Legend is about to get a legendary Chronosphere up.
Yeah, he's been getting some amazing Chronospheres this game. Looks like Winner just eats an arrow to the face. Chronosphere is going to go off. I don't think they even needed that to pick up these 2 kills, but you know, whatever. Just trying to secure these and lock these 2 guys down. Mirana actually going to get a double kill out of that, but it's okay because, you know, she's carry. She can carry just as hard.
Yep.
Or at this point.
She does have the Manta style picked up. She's just 1 item away from doing massive damage, but she's not the MVP, or in terms of the biggest DPS deal. Weaver is, you know, doing a lot. The Void is doing that. They single-handedly, they might not be able to match up to the anti-mage, but 3v1, they definitely can handle him.
Yeah.
And right now, in this position, what do you think anti-mage, what item does he have to go? I really don't know what he can do, to be honest here.
At first I was thinking BKB, but after just seeing so much physical damage coming out from Weaver, now Mirana, and then Faceless Void, I'm really thinking he needs to go Butterfly. But it's just a matter of how fast he can farm that at this point, I think. Because they're really, really falling behind. Every single team fight looks like the Dire side is just losing really, really hard.
Yeah, and also in this stage of the game where when you go Butterfly, especially against 2 or 3 other carries, you run into a risk of, yeah, I'm going to get my 6,000 gold Butterfly, and then you realize, oh wait, I'm still sitting at 1300 HP. Oh wait, they have an MKB now because they're preparing for me. And that situation, you're like, I'm feeling a little bit sad because I'm very easily picked down. Anti-Mage about to 1v18 a team again, but really realize he can't do it. But now teammate support's coming in. Chain Frost, no, excuse me, Chronosphere is down. That's their bane of their existence so far. It's that really big Chronosphere. Let's see if they can team fight without it.
Anti-Mage, though, is fairly low on HP right now. He's still just farming those creeps right before the fight happens. I can't believe this tower is still up, but they're going to take it down immediately. This Weaver dishing out massive damage on that. Fortification is going to go down, save that a little longer. Windrunner eats an arrow to the face. Is that going to be the start of the fight? Once again, Chronosphere is going to lock down Witch Doctor and Windrunner, just like last time. They're going to pick off Windrunner first. Witch Doctor's going to go down. However, Malzek goes down on Faceless Void, and he's taking a lot of damage. Poison Nova, he gets hit with that as well. We're going to see how much damage that can do. Chain Frost going off on everybody. Venomancer is going to get locked down. Oh, shoot. Did you just lag?
No, I'm here. What's up?
I'm lagging so hard right now. Like the
I think you have disconnected from the game. That's what it says.
Really?
Yep. Try to maybe.
That's unfortunate.
Maybe try to reboot. You could reconnect back in the game, but right now, I would try to see what's going on. Anti-Mage still trying to do some work, but right now the kills is really pulling ahead, leading by 19 kills. We saw in that last team fight, Ravage wasn't even used, but they didn't even need it because they just had such good opening with the Chronosphere. I think Reddit overall is playing really decently, but the one thing that's really, well, two things that's killing him is the fact that in every position, Chronosphere at least gets 2. Sometimes it gets 4. At least it gets 2, and you cannot lose 2 heroes in the beginning of team fight and still hope to win it. Second thing that they really need to work on is getting mass sentry wards, and still they have 1 in the last team fight. That's great, but they need a lot more to really make it work. Bounce Breakfast, are you trying to restart Dota 2?
Yeah.
And see if it's happening. But
my whole computer froze, so I had to shut it down.
Okay, Skype call me if you need to, and I'll try to handle the fort. Let's go.
No, I'm doing Skype on another computer, so I'm gonna.
Oh, that's legit.
The Skype is fine.
We have about 4,000 gold difference in 34 minutes of gameplay, which is actually not that big of a deal. 3,000 gold is kind of like just 2 towers, but Weaver is gonna be fine. Witch Doctor has Phase Boot and a Bracer. He's sitting at 900 HP. Crystal Maiden has a 900 HP. And how much HP does Winter have? 1,000. And Venomancer has a little bit more, but what I'm trying to say is that they don't have enough HP to kind of withstand this wombo combo coming in from the Radiant team. And as the game draws on, keep in mind that the Dire is working on a clock. They just have the Anti-Mage dealing against a Void, a Weaver, and a Priestess. So it's just not looking good at all, and Teamliquid could turtle all they want. Turtle like them Terrans. Did Terran turtle? I don't know.
Yeah. I guess they can.
Them
StarCraft 2 analogy is not really working, Luminous.
Them siege tanks too OP. I'm referring a lot to Brood Wards. I think they turtle in Brood Ward, right?
Did you just say Brood Wards?
Brood Wards. Gotta drop them down the river to see some runes. Meanwhile, Hyuna in the mid lane with his Venomancer, that 2-hatch Hydra, not working out this game. That was definitely a Brood Wars reference. But,
I don't think you're making any friends with these analogies.
yo, man. Big fan of StarCraft. Just don't watch
Actually,
enough of it.
I always call broodmothers spiderlings broodlings. I always call them
There
that.
you go.
Always.
Aren't they called broodlings?
No, they're called spiderlings.
Oh. They're broodlings in my heart. Both teams trying to trade tier 2 towers. Winrun to defense. That's not going to do anything from apart, weakening the creep wave a little bit. But looks like we're going to see some base race, and this is not a StarCraft. This is exactly what we see here. We have mass TP going back. Who's TPing? Who's a Brave? So it's going to be Lich. Lich is going to melt immediately. We might just see a huge Brave base race. Here comes a Weaver. They need a Sentry Ward. Immediately drop down. Is it down? Looks like it's not right now. And Priestess TP back as well. This is a game of chicken. Crystal Maiden goes down. No Sentry Ward on the ground. And do they have TP sort of? Rabbit comes in, and now we have Weaver on cleanup duty. Anti-Mage TP's out. Arrow is gonna hit the real Anti-Mage. I can't believe it. And now we have the Anti-Mage gonna get melted down. Weaver gets a double kill. He's not done right now. Still chasing away for the Weaver. TP out from Hyuna. He's gonna make it alive. Anti-Mage, is he alive? Anti-Mage is gonna bring out as well. But and meanwhile, the top, no one got any racks.
To your death.
Wow. I'm surprised that without anyone TP back. I think what Radiant really should have done is left at least one hero on top. Maybe the Priestess. And that would have at least gotten at least a tower. Maybe even a Rex. But that was no harm, no foul. And both teams just kind of traded kills. And we'll have to see. Roshan's going to be a big engagement point.
Oh, it sounds like some exciting stuff is happening. Reconnecting now, though.
Let's hope you make it back. Oh, balanced breakfast back in the game.
But I don't see anything yet. I'm still on the loading screen.
No, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Roshan is gonna be engaged. Roshan at half HP. Do we have the ultimates? Is the question. Venomancer's ultimate is up, and of course, Witch Doctor's 1v18 ultimate is up as well. Roshan very low, but that Chronosphere doing work, stopping everyone. Dan Legend leaps in a little bit late, and now comes the Venomancer doing his stuff as well. Anti-Mage doing the right click. He's gonna bring off the Void, and that Roshan's still alive without the Void. Anti-Mage is gonna get the Aegis. Yes, he is gonna get the Aegis, as we see Weaver being chased away. This might be a start of a comeback.
Oh my god.
This game about to get legendary status. There is that Sentry Ward being so important right now. Burn that mana. Shaco shot is gonna... How did that not hit?
Lincoln's.
Ah. That OP item, man.
Wow, what happened? It looks like Reddit is in a much better position now, since... Wow, Anti-Mage level 23, highest level on the map. He just picked up his Aegis. He picked up a Heart, so he's going to be very, very tanky right now.
I guess Heart is a good response to what both is worried, saying that, well, Chronosphere might still own me. But if I could tank a lot of it, that's going to be okay. Chain Frost going to be dropping the Crystal Maiden. Very, very low. Weaver's going to do the job. Anti-Mage should be right-clicking on the racks. In fact, he's chasing heroes, but Weaver gets a double kill. I think that might have been the best chance to do anything, but now Weaver blinks in a not so good position, and now he's gonna get chased down by the entire supporting cast. Can he blink out is the question. And it looks like, oh come on, no, he doesn't get blink. What are you doing, Anti-Mage? A little bit sad stuff. But now Weaver gets a
this
triple.
is so back and forth.
I know, Weaver up to 2,600 gold, and he's gonna just push mid now.
Oh my god. And everybody still has their Raxes up. Insane battles back and forth. Anti-Mage still has that Aegis though. And we saw just how tanky he was. He was getting focused down by 3 heroes. Not really, just shrugging it off almost. He's still farming the Ancients right now. There's not too much he can do by himself, but most of his team is back up, so I feel like he needs to get back and just defend this right now.
Definitely. I do believe, even though Anti-Mage did a lot of right-click damage in that fight, I don't think that should have been his goal. Against a Frost Armor from the Lich, the best thing you could have hoped for is pop the Mantis Tower and focus the tower. You definitely could have brought down the tower. In fact, he got no kills on enemy heroes. That was due to all the Frost Armor doing work. And here comes that Chronosphere. How many times do I have to say this? It is another 4-man Chronosphere, and now we have the supporting cast with Crystal Maiden dying. Venomancer trying to drop off. Oh, that is going to hit anyone, but Anti-Mage is going to die. He does have to Aegis, so don't be so afraid, my friend. Just go back. Go back. Your team needs your help. And as we see, entire team running away. Where's the Anti-Mage? He's healing in the base. That's going to waste so much time. He is going to lose the tower for sure. The Rax in a dire situation as well. Cats bouncing left and right. Can they bring down the Void? And actually, they are going to defend. Top Rax breached. What is going on with this game?
Oh my gosh. The whole time during that fight, I was like, oh my god, Top Rax is going to go down. Looks like Weavers might be in a little bit of trouble here, but he's going to shoot. I can't say that, but he's going to just jump right out. No problem. Anti-Mage is continuing to chase. Wow, he's going to pick down Tidehunter. Faceless Void just melting to his illusions. Uh-oh, Faceless Void might be in a lot of trouble right now. He's definitely going to go down. Wow, Anti-Mage is just really coming back and bringing things back. Weaver, on the other hand, though, not doing too shabby for himself, picking off the supports from the dire side as well. He's chasing well into the base after that wind run. He's going to try to pick him off. Lincoln's just doing work. He's going to be able to pick off this Crystal Maiden Poly as well. However, he's just getting a lot of damage put on him. He's going to be okay, though. Wow, so this Weaver and Anti-Mage just really just going at each other's throats right now. Wow.
But unfortunately, this Weaver, no matter how strong carry he is, he's not defending his base. Rax gets claimed by the Anti-Mage, and that just might be it. Anti-Mage, forget about it. Yeah, there you go. Bring down the Rax. Now backdoor the tower a little bit if you need to, man. Just right. Come on, not the creeps. Let's go. All right, no, never mind.
This game is insane.
Man,
but I feel like at this point, Anti-Mage is just so strong.
Man, I think Weaver not having a TP score really hurt them. He was able to kill everything, but man, Dota 2 may not have an acronym, but it really stands for Defense of the Ancients. Gotta defend them buildings.
Oh man, this Weaver is just trying to run around, trying to pick off this Venomancer probably. But he's gonna back off after seeing that Witch Doctor. He does not want to get locked down.
In all these team fights coming in right now, we see the biggest weakness of the Dire team is they don't have enough stuns, really. That Weaver was able to run around, and there's nothing you could do. Lincoln Sphere is going to block off like the only single stun, which is either a cast or a freeze bite. And after that, you can see he's like, he doesn't even care. He's wild honey badger this one up. Doesn't give a, Shackle Shot. It doesn't latch. Where's the Chronosphere? It grabs just the Anti-Mage, and I guess Shred Kid. But there's a Chain Frost. They have a couple creeps. Where are the creeps? It's not bouncing on the creeps at all. Wow. What lucky bounce when Ultimates comes in right now. Anti-Mage need to do the work. There's a Ravage as well. Where's the Anti-Mage? Anti-Mage is owning the entire team. This team fight all over the place. Tidehunter now after he drops an ultimate. Death Ward is going to find him. And now this Weaver still doing work. He's out of mana at this point. By the way, he has a Sacred Relic. That means he's going for a Divine Rapier. And now, the bashing comes in right now. Anti-Mage, can he solo carry? He could just blink out. A little bit of awkward blink. He still has... No, he doesn't have the Aegism anymore. Does he? He does. He does. He's good. He's good. And good luck catching him. But right now the question is, can Windrunner and Anti-Mage defend against Weaver, Mirana, and Void?
This game is insane. I love the way that it's turned out so far. Faceless Void and Weaver now just going fast and trying to break down this Rex. However, the creeps are nowhere near, and because of the backdoor protection, I don't know if they're going to be... Oh, never mind. Just kidding. The creeps are right there. So they are going to be able to hopefully bring down this tower, maybe the Rex, but now Anti-Mage is back. He's got the Aegis. He's full health, and I think that's going to be it for this push from the Team Liquid side. Now, Faceless Void is in a lot of trouble. He's going to get shackled shotted. He's going to get brought down. He has no mana, so Anti-Mage is really just going to be able to chop him in half right now. One more hit, and Faceless Void is going to be gone. There he goes. And Weaver now trying to do what he can. He's going to get shackled shotted, but he's not really going to worry about that too much. Uh-oh, he might be in a little bit of trouble right here. Wow! Weaver gets just completely broken by that Mana Void, and that's going to hurt a lot.
The biggest weakness of both teams is not having enough stuns to lock down the carry. Both teams desperately need a Hex. They need a Hex to deal with the Weaver, and they need a Hex to deal with this Anti-Mage. And they're just saying, MP, this carry's running around. They basically shouldn't even attack each other because they can't even really kill each other. Both teams are trying really fast to kill each other's supports. And when you're trying to kill each other's support, it really matters. It comes down to DPS output. Weaver gets locked down. He's going to time-lapse out just fine. Ravage is not up. Chain Frost is not up. Chronosphere is up, but Void is dead. And now it looks like he's going to go back on the offensive. And Weaver, by the way, he's Superman. Because there's no stuns. Same thing with Anti-Mage.
This is really interesting. Every single fight, it's pretty much 4 versus 1 on one side, 4 versus 1 on the other side. And we're going to see what happens. They're really in a tight spot. So Main Frost was up right now. Could do a ton of damage, but unfortunately doesn't really have the mana for that, it seems like, yet.
Be careful of Chronosphere because that Void is back alive now. Shred Kid in a little bit of trouble right now because that Weaver is still... There's a Chain Frost just to get 1 kill. And doing a little bit of bouncing, but there is that Chronosphere being used on the Anti-Mage. Just not enough. Anti-Mage says, what? Someone's hitting me? No problem. Oh, he's going to get a bash, though. That is a problem. He blinks in a very bad direction because Weaver can lock him down. He needs to start blinking into Fogs, and now he blinks up past the river. And that should do it. His heart doing a lot of regeneration. Butterfly in effect as well. He still has the Aegis this game. But the thing is, the tower, really low HP. I do believe, at the very least, Team Liquid could pick down the tower. By the way, we still have Team Liquid doubling the kill count. But the victory might not be as much in the bag.
Yeah, definitely. It's anybody's game still, but I feel like Reddit, the momentum has really shifted towards Reddit's side in the late game, and the Team Liquid really needs to do something to change that momentum because it's going to be really scary. And now we're seeing that again. Anti-Mage going after the supports. Weaver going to go after the supports. And if one of those two heroes goes down, it's going to be free reign for the game for either team.
And Lich is going to get picked off for sure. I don't think Anti-Mage is going to even use his Mana Void for this. Really no need to. Couple of right clicks, Godlike Shriek, beyond Godlike Shriek on the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage, really good move in that fight. I think a lot of more amateur players would not have done what he did. Basically what he did was, I'm going to fight you outside of the base. Because a lot of times, you feel a lot safer when you defend within his own base. But in that situation, he didn't really want to because his tower was already really low. In order to truly protect his tower, you got to fight outside. And that's exactly what he did. He blinked out and started just chasing away. And now Anti-Mage breaking the second racks. Reddit about to win this game. Can you believe this?
Oh my gosh, so Fist of Void jumping in, but he didn't want a Chronosphere on Weaver because he saw Weaver was in the range of that Chronosphere. They're going to try to break this Anti-Mage, but he still has Aegis. He's going to go down, but the Aegis is going to pop him right back up, and they're going to use this time to pick off whatever they can from the Dire support side, and Weaver is going to go down. Could that be it? Is there a buyback for Weaver?
There's
I
a
don't
buyback.
know if he has enough for a buyback. Oh, he does. No, that's Venomancer. I think that's game right there for Team Liquid.
That is definitely the game.
Wow.
Weaver went for Divine Rapier. I think maybe if he saved one of the buybacks and just got the Divine, that might be it. But everyone crying about how Anti-Mage is the gayest hero ever. I really do not think Team Liquid prepared for it adequately enough. There was not enough stuns. There were no hexes. And when you let Anti-Mage get this much farm, it doesn't really matter anymore.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, this game, it's just blowing my mind.
It's insane. What happened? I just remember, like, when I disconnected, Team Liquid had just won, or it looked like they were gonna win like an insane team fight. And then I come back and they're at Roshan, and Anti-Mage got the Aegis.
I mean, that was the fight. You came back in a very opportune time. The team fight broke out. Chronosphere did hit everyone, but I guess it was the heart of the Anti-Mage. He was just tank, and they couldn't brought him down. And when you leave an Anti-Mage that cannot be killed, he will just kill everyone.
Yeah.
And now he is killing the Roche, and that's just gonna seal the deal.
Definitely. They've already got mega creeps. I've never seen a team come back once all their towers are down, or once all their racks are down. But
well, I mean, they definitely have the heroes to do it. Like three carries. That should be enough. I really hoped that the Mirana should have farmed a Hex. Like, that might be like, what the hell are you suggesting, Luminous? But they need a Hex, and the Mirana is the one that could get a Hex because she has 2 Ultimate Orb right now. That's just about 1,000 gold short of a Hex. But
she's got also 3,000 saved up. I think she's just waiting for the buyback.
Yeah, should have been Hex, and then because right now Anti-Mage doesn't even care. Blinks in right now. He's gonna gonna do some damage. But
actually, though, he caught unfortunately Face of Void caught Weaver during that Chronosphere, so Weaver wasn't able to dish out the damage during that. Anti-Mage is gonna go down, but he's got the Aegis, and there's, again, like you said, not enough hexes on the team of the on Team Liquid basically to bring him down completely. Manta Style is going to get thrown up. Faces Void not really going to be able to handle that. Miran's just going to have to back off, and that's going to be GG right there. Wow, what a game.
Weaver trying to man it up against about 8 billion creeps that all do 100 damage. But GG is going to be called by both sides. What an ending to this show match.
Wow, what a third game. What a third game.
No, DG's... I don't know, man.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
Oh, Anti-Mage is dead. For the first time. Oh, wait. He just bought back.
He's about, I don't know, another 4. He's going to get a basher now.
Just buy it straight up, no big deal.
I do think Weaver, what he's saying right now, he said the buyback by me lost the game. Because if he didn't buy back, he would have Divine finish. And you never know how the game is going to go with the extra Divine.
Victory.
But what a game. Do you have any final words? Are we just kind of speechless?
I don't have anything else to say. That was a great match.
Wow, that was a great match indeed. And just some final shout outs going out. Thanks for everyone that have watched, and of course thanks for everyone that have played, and of course thanks to Balanced Breakfast who set all this up. You could check out his YouTube channel on YouTube. Just type in Dota 2 Cask and you will find him. I am Luminous, and you could check me out on YouTube as well. Type Luminous and I should be popping up. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this game. This is Balanced Breakfast and Luminous signing as always. Hope you guys enjoyed it. GG guys.
See you.